Hey everyone, Matt here, Hollywood's Garage. Today's a repeat of an old video I did. I did a video on changing the heater core on this truck. Ended up just cutting the tubes and then putting a little bit of rubber hose as joints so I don't have to pretty much remove the cab to get the rest of the joints out. It's not a fun job. The only problem is I have a leak now. Now with this leak, it was just small and just enough to drain the coolant, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch, 1/2 inch in the jug, right? Just a drip. Found it out by just feeling underneath the dash and found it was wet. So I have the dash ripped out. It took 20 minutes this time because I did it last time. And I have some pressure on the system. Oh, I did have pressure. See, it leaked it out. But I had 5 pounds. And now let's go check out the leak. So as you can see, it's coming off that top hose and going on to the second hose just on the left screen side of the hose clamp. So I'll try to tighten it up. We'll see what happens. What could have happened too is when I cut that pipe, there could have been a jagged edge on it and it could have cut into the rubber. So, but we'll see what it takes here. If I have to, I'll have to drain coolant, because if I disconnect that, it's going to pour coolant everywhere in the truck if that's what happens. But we'll see if there's any slack in it when I go to tighten it. Got her holding 16 psi as per the cap reads, 16 psi. It's also using quite a cheap kit I bought here off Amazon, so the seal's not the best. We'll check out my the leak that was there. So it's all gone now. I ended up using an air hose and an air gun after tightening up all the clamps, drying everything up, and now we're good. It would only leak when it was pressured up, obviously, because smaller pressure, bigger pressure is going to push on those rubbers and whatnot. But there we go. Sucks we have to take it all apart to fix it, but I'd rather have a leak here than somewhere in the engine bay from coolant, because that'd be the worst. So there we go. For all that, just to tighten up a hose clamp essentially. But you got to do it. It's important stuff when you do your own work. You got to sometimes fix your mistakes, and there's one of them. Other than that, this video will probably just end with me putting that dash back together. I'll have to wait for help on that. It's a 2-person job to put it back on, to line up that steering shaft, U-joint back to the steering column. Other than that, it took me 20 minutes to remove the dash and the seats. That included half hand tools, half power tool. And then to put it back on, it'll be the same. And then that hose clamp obviously was a 5-minute fix. Took longer to pump up that system using that cheap old Amazon hand pump, but she's still holding 16 psi, so I'm glad that's fixed. I did have an issue when I installed that lower actuator for what would be the lower under the dash, which is passenger side. My heater now goes from 18 Celsius right to 16 Celsius. When it goes to 16, it clicks. So I was hoping just a reset would fix that. I'll take a look, but I don't think there's anything I can physically see without ripping out that whole HVAC system, see that blend door to see how that was catching up or what the heck there. But that was another issue I had. Other than that, everything worked great after that last install I did. This is just a short video, guys. More or less, I was gonna fix it anyway, so I might as well just record it and show you guys that, something as simple as that you gotta rip a dash apart to do it. But that's why we do it ourselves. We save the money. We're not paying 170 Canadian an hour for like a Ford dealership rate to do that, and they would charge way more because they got to go off of minimum charge codes for doing all that, even though they do the exact same thing I would. They would just be 4 times the bill. So if I had someone here, I can have a dash removed, that clamp tightened, check a few things. I can have it all installed again within an hour and a half, 2 hours tops. So that's how fun it is to work on these vehicles, and just do it yourself, guys. Save the money. Okay, guys. Well, I appreciate all the follows and all of the likes and the comments you guys are doing on these videos. It's great. It's nice to have feedback. It's nice to know that I'm not just putting this on the air and wasting my time. I like doing the work. I'm doing the work anyway, so I might as well record it and show you guys how to save some money on the long run. Okay, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.